Okay, so this is National Eating Disorders Awareness Week. It's kind of coming towards a close because I couldn't decide what I wanted to talk about. That was a cat jumping on the table, as always. But look, there's the symbol. I think that's right. But anyways, I wanted to talk about one reason. There's a lot of reasons, but I'm just going to choose one. One reason why I think it's very important to be open and honest about your eating disorder. And that reason is accountability. And this is speaking more from my situation. When I was a teenager, I did have some issues that were undiagnosed that looking back, I'm like, oh, that was bad. That was not bueno what I was doing. But most recently and most severely was sick in my late 20s. So, accountability, because there's a big difference when you're a teenager and you live with mom and dad and mom and dad are in charge of some of your food. The cat that walked by, she has the cone on because she just had a tooth extracted, and but she's acting normal now, so that's good. So a lot less alone time when you're left to your own devices, when your eating disorder is left to your own devices. Oh, but Lord, can it get sneaky? That's not to say that teenagers with eating disorders are, at less risk, but I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is look at that versus when I was recently sick and I was living alone, and there was no one to really stop me. There was no fear of getting caught. There was very little fear of, people looking at my plate and figuring out that I was restricting or getting in the way of all of the lengthy, horrible lists of food rules that I had. Like, unless someone asked me out to eat, and I got good at figuring out how to get out of that. No one had to see me eat. And now I'm stopping myself because I realized I don't know. If you're struggling with this, please don't use this as an excuse to not get a roommate. Please use this as reasons why you should have a roommate. Was that important? Oh no, that was not important. But, compare that versus if I had had even a roommate who could be like, Gan, why every time you unload the dishwasher do you take out 5 dishes and then run up and down the stairs in the building 5 times? Gan, why are you working out 4 times a day? Gan, why is your dinner this big? Like that kind of thing. So then that's why you should be honest to somebody and be open. Obviously, I'm open about it on social media, and there's people in my life, my mom and my girlfriend, who know all the details that I'm not ready to put on the internet yet. And if I messed up, then I think they'd be able to figure it out. Or if but I know that they wouldn't want me to mess up, and they know that there's something to mess up on at that point. So that's why I think it's very important, to be honest, that people know that there's a problem, because I guarantee you, even if you're struggling and feeling like there's no one that wants to help you, that isn't true. That people do care, but if they don't know, then they can't help. And I used to work with kids, and that was something that I would say a lot if they were very upset and wouldn't want to tell me what was wrong. I'm not saying like force out an issue, but like, a very young kid who's very scared and crying a lot and having a big reaction, I would say, all right, Miss Gann does want to help, but can you please use your words and tell me so I can know what I can do to help? So that's what it is. It's that. What it is that, and that is what it is. And my cats are all over the place. She's not acting like a cat that just had a tooth pulled, and not acting like a cat that's on a lot of pain medication. So that's a good sign. I guess that's it. I don't know. I feel like this was a mess, but that's all. So happy weekend. Have fun. Be safe. Maybe if you could subscribe, that would be pretty killer. But bye.